Dan Ives of Wedbush has this to say. There is one chip in the world fueling the AI revolution, and it's Nvidia. The AI revolution is heading into its next gear of growth despite the Trump tariff war playing out. Dan joins us now for more. Dan, good morning.
Great to be here.
What did you like most yesterday?
I mean, look, the godfather of AI, Jensen, delivered yet again. And I think if you look demand, outstripping supply, we believe 8-1. And despite the China tariffs, I mean, I think if you look apples to apples, that would have been a $53 billion number compared to where the street, apples to apples, would have been at $48 billion. I think it just shows there's only one chip fueling this AI revolution. It's Jensen and Nvidia.
There's a question of whether they'll be allowed to fuel that AI revolution. In other words, if they will be allowed to move into China in the way that they kind of need to longer term in order to maintain that dominance. What about yesterday gave you that confidence, given the fact that there still are some pretty existential risks about their ability to operate in China?
Yeah, I know you'll talk to Navarro after. Look, the reality is that Jensen and Nvidia are essentially giving away their China business on a silver platter. Huawei, here's our business. And that's the reality. And I think more and more, there's going to have to be some negotiation where they're enabled behind, right now, back against the wall. They need to have a chip that U.S. sanctioned that they can sell into China. Because otherwise, all you're doing here is you're cutting them off at the knees, and Huawei is getting that market. And that's the reality. And I think that was a shot across the bow last night from Jensen. They're in a position of strength. There's one chip in the world fueling it. They continue to see demand that's, I believe, staggering.